You, sir, do not get an A grade. You cannot give yourself that grade.
I just did.
You can't. You can't grade your own paper, sir. I've been to medical school. Well, then, I got my MBA. You can't. I'm sorry. You were graded by the United States people, and they don't use your service anymore. You bankrupt.
That is not true.
You bankrupt this through your reputation only. Through your reputation, you are responsible for the fall of the Postal Service and the lack of accountability.
Congress is responsible for the fall of the Postal Service.
So it's Congress.
I am trying to fix
on your
the Postal
watch,
Service.
with all the AI.
Before my watch, the same stuff happened.
With all the AI, with all the computer systems, you're worse than if I took a horse and picked up the mail and delivered it 2 miles down the road. That's you. I hope you got that on camera. This is the response that the postmaster just gave Congress when he doesn't like what he hears. Literally covered his ears and gave himself the grade of A. And with that, sir, I rest.
Good.
What up with y'all, man? It's Mr. Zach, and I'm back with another reaction. This is the reason why Trump is considering privatizing the post office. After billions of dollars being lost every year with the Postal Service, it needs a change. This story here is dear to my heart because I am a postal employee. I am a letter carrier. And they do overwork us. They overwork us. We don't get paid enough. And I just feel like that we're basically unappreciated. You know, we are essential. We work through pandemics. We work through rain, sleet, snow, extreme heat and weather conditions. Our vehicles, you know, now they're starting to bring in some new vehicles with some air conditioning, but it's like what is good with the air conditioning when you sitting in the truck or the new ProMaster vans for 5 minutes once you get to your next street, and then you got to get out and walk in extreme weather conditions. I feel like we do need a change. What we've been doing and how it's been working, it hasn't been working, period. The Postmaster General, DeJoy, went to Capitol Hill. He got grilled about his job performance.
But we will take, like every input that we get, we take it, we will take it seriously and make adjustments. But I think there's an overwhelming propensity for us to move forward, and we should expect that.
Well, I want you to know, and I want you to expect that I hate this plan, and I'm going to do everything I can to kill it. I'm going to try to protect every delivery to the state of Missouri, to my rural areas, and I just want you to know, so that we're on the same page, I want you to know I'm going to go to the mat on this, and I'm going to work with everybody I can across this dais to protect delivery to rural America. And if I have to go down with the ship, I'll go down with the ship, but I'm going to do everything I can to kill it.
Yeah, you won't go down with the ship. If you're successful, the Postal Service will go down.
No, if I'm successful, rural America will get its mail delivered on time, which it's currently not, and urban areas will get their mail delivered on time, which is currently not, and we just, who's paying for it? The taxpayers who've been paying for it all along. We just in 2021 gave you a bill that you wanted, Mr. DeJoy, that reduced your liabilities by tens of billions of dollars, and listen, I've been nice to you up until now. But frankly, I'm a little tired of this. We have waited and we have waited and we have waited for better delivery. I have written you letters like I can't count, talking about the delivery in the Kansas City area, which is appalling, talking about the delivery to rural area. We've got the Bering Post Office, which has been completely decimated for 2 solid years, that has now been rebuilt by a private party that your agency still has not cleared and opened. And yeah, I'm not happy about it. And I've been nice to you today and up until now, but you've exhausted my patience on this. And I just want you to know it, because I represent a state whose patience is exhausted. So there, I've leveled with you now. I think we understand each other. But I want to see service to my state and the rural areas of my state preserved. And in the urban areas, I want to see it get better and meet the standard. And I want the Bering Post Office rebuilt and opened like you promised me it would be when we were here in April, and it still isn't as we sit here in December. So that's my piece. That's where we are, just so we understand each other. And I look forward to working with you going forward.
Me being a letter carrier, it's a lot of different things and a lot of different ideas that I have. And, you know, me and my coworkers, we talk about it. You know, we watch UPS and FedEx and all these other delivery services have another person in there with them working, like 2 people. And they're delivering smaller packages than we deliver, you know, 90% of the time, because I know I carry mail every day. Our routes are extremely long for one person. I feel like if they had a parcel delivery service separate from the mail delivery, that means hiring other people or just actually asking who the current employees, whether they want to just deliver mail or do they want to deliver packages. You know, I think that'll be better job performance. We can get more done, take on more business. You know, we have 2 different services, a parcel service and a letter service. You know, to make the routes a little shorter. We don't have to work so many hours, but I just feel like the Postal Service do need a change. Losing that amount of money is ridiculous, you know. And I feel that if we are more efficient as far as opening up another branch in the Postal Service, as far as parcel delivery and stuff like that, I think that we will be more efficient enough to, you know, we'll be able to save money or make enough money to pay the carriers, because these contracts that we've been getting, a 1% raise and all this and that, like it's damn near like paycheck to paycheck. A lot of the carriers are living paycheck to paycheck. We watch UPS get their contract, and their contract is awesome. From what my understanding, if you work there 5 years, you almost up to $49 an hour, and they don't do half the work that we do. Well, I'll take that back. They do have the work that we do because they just deliver parcels. We deliver parcels and mail. And I don't think that's fair to the letter carriers, but I'm also with change. Sometimes you got to shake up things and, you know, make that change. And DeJoy, he wasn't the man for the job. I know he recently resigned or finding a way to get out of the fire because it's not working. It is not working.
The U.S. Postal Service says the Postmaster General is stepping down.
Louis DeJoy now asking USPS to start searching for his successor. He says he wants the service to find somebody who will set them up for success.
The U.S. Postal Service has not yet said when DeJoy plans to step down. NBC's Garrett Hake tells us about more changes to federal agencies and the Trump administration transforms the federal government.
But I think I'm thankful, you know, I got a job to get up and a service to do every day. I just think that the National Association of Letter Carriers, our union, should embrace a change. Maybe, you know, he's not saying that he's going to fire everybody. He's just putting it to where bringing it back to the government. You know, we are up under the federal government entity. You know, that's what they say. We are federal employees. So why not try to change things? Because the way that we've been working, they say the definition of insanity is you keep doing things over and over again, expecting different results, but it's not happening. The other day, my union had a rally out there in Washington.
Postal Service, moving the Postal Service under control of the Commerce Department of all places. And destruction of the independent agency that serves everyone in this country that we all love. What do we say? Hell no! So let's be very clear about what this is. A direct attack on the 640,000 dedicated people that work at the Postal Service, on the service that we provide, and on the hundreds of millions of Americans that rely on the service we provide every single day. Apparently, the White House doesn't recognize or understand what they are jeopardizing. Every day, over 200,000 members of our union and hundreds of thousands of members of the other postal unions serve the people of this country. We provide a constitutionally mandated universal service.
I just feel different. You know, I don't, just because they're rallying and trying to blame this and blame this on that or whatever it is. I just think that, you know, Trump, he only been in office for 30 days. He was left the situation he came into, so he's trying to change it. Let the man change it. He said he's just considering it. It might not happen. I mean, I remember they were saying the last time he was trying to privatize the post office, but it never happened. Maybe it was just saying that, he's saying that to get the fire under the feet of the big time, you know, the big time bosses. Get your act together. If not, I'm going to change it. Maybe that's what he's saying this time again. You know, they don't really listen to the carriers. That's what I think they need to have, like the Postmaster General, everybody that's over us, they need to have some carriers come in and let them know and tell them, like, this is what we go through every day. Because you have a lot of people that's above us as carriers, they never carry mail, or they carry mail and they was a sorry mail carrier. So they decided to go into management, you know? So I think that they should bring in some of the carriers and set them down and let the carriers bounce ideas off of them, to let them know that this will work properly. This is what we need, you know. It's kind of hard to be out there 12 hours a day knowing that you're only getting this amount of money. And then the amount of work that we get, you know, it's discouraging. Then you have your supervisors breathing down your back, trying to get you to make a certain time where, you know, we carry mail every day. My route, I don't have any sidewalks on my route, so I'm walking across grass all day. I try to walk the same path, you know, every day, but it doesn't happen that way. You know, I might twist my ankle, tweak it a little bit. Like, they just think that we're machines, and we're not. You know, I think they should cut these routes in half because, you know, it'll preserve the carrier. If our route is so long that we got to walk fast every day and try to, you wearing us out, we're going to be worn out. We are worn out. It's like they don't think about the carriers. They don't. I'm talking to the supervisors. You know, they know this job is hard. They know it's hard. But I think all my customers, you know, they treat me fair on my route. You know, they understand I have a service. I'm doing a service for them, and they appreciate it. You know, you look at the news and you see they saying that the customers are complaining, but the carriers, we don't hear the complaints. So it's like, you know, I feel like I'm doing a good job. I just wish my route wasn't so damn long. That's it. But if they're going to keep them that long, I feel like it should be a 2-man or a 2-woman job out there, you know, have a helper. They hiring these CCAs. They supposed to be trying to help us, but they working the hell out of the CCAs. Those are career carrier assistants. They supposed to be assistants, you know. But I don't have a problem with privatizing, whatever they going to do. Whatever they going to do. We don't have no control of it. We can protest all we want and say what we going to say, but once that pen hit that paper and it passed through Congress, whatever they going to do, it is what it is. And people, they're saying if they privatize it, that the cost of this going to go up, the cost of that going up. People need the service. They're going to pay for it regardless. So I don't think our job will be in jeopardy. I really don't. We've been losing billions and billions of dollars. You know what I'm saying? So I feel if we start doing things efficiently, these billions and billions of dollars of losses would not happen. You know, so hey, I feel a lot different about how the rest of the Letter Carrier Association feel. I just feel like, man, if it ain't working how it's working, man, let's try something new. That's the bottom line, man. But it's crazy, man. Trump is he coming in shaking everything up, man. It's probably waste, fraud, and abuse in the post office. Who knows? Who knows? You know, so, but anyway, man, look, y'all leave it down in the comments, man, how y'all feel about what I was saying, or do you feel like the post office should be privatized, or leave the post office alone? You know, listen to some of the ideas I said, like, you know, I might need an assistant out there that'll help the route, you know, it'd be more efficient. The delivery will be on time because we got 2 people out there. You know, split the routes up. The routes are entirely too long. That's why people not getting their stuff on time, because we tired. Sun up to sundown, you know. But anyway, man, look, I'm out of here, man. Mr. Zach Reacts. Peace.
This ain't over, we gon' keep going. It's Mr. Zach, you tuned in to the greatest. The mother YouTubers ain't me, I ain't famous. It's Mr. Zach, I'ma give you to you raw and cut. Smash that like button, give me all thumbs up. My page the realest you gon' come across. I'm the boss.